Crystal technology screens. Sorry, going through some stuff, that's all. All right, so I try to inform you on people who cut corners and do all sorts of fake demonstrations just to make their products look good. And one of the #1 individuals that's known for doing these particular videos is a fellow by the name of CROW1176. It does all kinds of deceitful demonstrations that basically will end up affecting his customers. Now, I told you if you did the demonstration with the knockoff projector, it was going to be done in the dark. And if you're going to display a projector, you have to display it at the distance on where the projector has to sit on the sides of the screen. Our projector sits back like 11 feet from the screen. On the sides of the screen we're displaying downstairs. Now, if you take a projector, as I said before, and you push it up really close on a small screen, it's going to produce a sharper and brighter image. That's not a fair demonstration that you're doing. You need to display that on a full-size official screen so customers can see exactly, #1, the distance throw, and #2, how the projector is going to be affected. Because keep in mind, a lot of these projectors don't really tell you their real lumen count. They kind of embellish it. And you don't want to basically get a projector, pull it back, buy his product, and find out that you're not going to get the image that he displayed in the video. Now, we've already explained before, and like I said, the product he's showing is not our product. But then again, like I said, let him go with it. That's what he needs to do. We explained before already, way before he did this demonstration, and I'll put some links below on why we don't support these projectors, because they do not pull up on our black or darker screens due to the fact that their lumen count isn't legit. Now, I showed you in the last demonstration where I took a Sony 1000 lumen projector, threw it up on the ceiling, which we have a 12 up there. Image came up, even surrounded around a lamp. The image came up with no problem with the ceiling light. It just doesn't pick up on our products, and that's why we've had this policy since we've had these problems with these particular projectors. So let me show you something here. We're going to mute this, and I'm going to show you in this demonstration, when you watch it, like I said, sneaky things that he does. And this is what we're going to start putting on our page, on our fraud page, on this particular individual people need to watch out about. And we're not going to just say he's committing fraud. We're going to prove that he's committing these frauds by doing these demonstrations after he does them. Now, see right here in the demonstration where he's showing off that little square piece right here. This is supposed to be his screen paint. I can get that projector downstairs, the fake one I have, to pull up on the Digital One Crystal screen paint at 11 feet away from the screen. I can also overshadow it with a 1000 lumen projector sitting farther away. First things first, if you watch any demonstrations on these projectors, when people talk about reviewing them on YouTube, you never see them on a black screen or a dark screen. You always see them on a white screen or a white wall. That's the best image the screen's ever going to be to pull up. If I were to go downstairs and take, what I'm going to do that today in a few minutes, if I take my Elite all white screen, that projector is going to pull up with no problem whatsoever. But the problem you're going to have here with his demonstration, you see how small that little screen is? If you stick an image to fit somewhat in this square area right here, it's going to come up sharper and brighter. The problem with these projectors is that their pixel count is, #1, is very low, and #2, the lumen count is very low. So if we were to pull it back, the projector would start to deteriorate easily. Where if I had a Sony projector of 1000 lumens and I were to pull it back even farther than the 15,000 lumen fake projector, it would still maintain a beautiful image and still be able to overshadow the other screen. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess this is supposed to be our product right there. Now, mind you, like I said, he has groundhog syndrome. The reason why we say that, because did we not just do demonstrations actually yesterday of showing the black signature versus his UV mix on a white screen versus our technology using against the Elite screen that was using a 0.9 gain on a white screen, and our black screen produced higher white levels than his UV mix. So we've done these demonstrations before. We've done these demonstrations with his products against our screens. We all know the story behind it, but he's going to continue to keep doing this because, like I said, groundhog syndrome. That's what we call it. So it's not a good thing. I wouldn't even brag about my product working with knockoff projectors, because like I said, whoever's in the industry of designing these things completely lied to the customers. They sell them a product that cannot perform the way it's supposed to perform, and the entire thing is a complete scam. You're buying something that is not going to work. These are fake knockoff units, and you shouldn't buy them. And I feel sorry for people who buy these projectors thinking this is going to be a good projector, especially when they're using them outside. And this thing is nothing more than, you're better off just gutting it, filling it with sand, and sticking it by your door. They're garbage. And I even showed you with the Valva projector at 2021, it's under a $3,100 projector, can't even show you the resolution, the native resolution for 4K. On its website, it clearly says resolution 4K. That's it. And that's a lot of money to drop on a machine that can't do 4K. That is basically a native 1080p projector. That's what it is. So if you're going to spend the money for a native 1080p projector, you might as well just get an Optima GT 5500 or 5600. Now, see how he shows in the demonstration how bright his image and how sharp the image is supposed to be? That's because the projector is literally sitting right on top of the screen. If you're doing this demonstration, it should be on an official size screen as we have downstairs. The projector needs to be at a distance where the customer is going to have it. The customer's not going to set it up this way. He's going to take it, he's going to pull it back to fit the screen that he bought, and he's going to realize that the image is going to come up dull, it's going to come up ugly, and it's going to come up dark. When I can bring a projector in, it cost me $75, a Sony VPL CS, I think it's CS4, and overshadow that screen. Now, if you're saying that this is supposed to be our product, and even say he had our product, if he had our real product and our product came up dark, big deal. We advertise that on our website. We have a page on there called Fraud Page, warning customers not to buy our screen paint because it doesn't work on fake projectors. We have a listing at the bottom showing projectors we do support. So this is nothing new. We've been advertising this since day one. But again, like I said, Groundhog Syndrome. He doesn't remember anything. He wakes up the next day. So look at the image right there. Look how small the image is. Always everything on these small little images. And remember, what did I say? He's going to do the demonstration in the dark. Did I not say that? Okay. We had enough of being in the dark, Mr. Crow. Let's go downstairs and show you how it's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be on an official size screen. That's what it's supposed to be. So we have an official size screen downstairs. Here we are. This is how it's supposed to. This is how the customer is supposed to see it. There's a screen. This is how far the projector is seen back. There is the name brand fake projector there. That is the Digital One crystal screen paint there. Lights are supposed to be on, because you need to see how the projector is going to react with the lights on. That is very important. These are things that are left out of this demonstration. Let's get ourselves some tape. We can move on from here. And we're going to put his sample sheet, including his darker product, and it's going to react the same way. They can't pick up the dark screen. No dark screen. They can't pick up. So, I'm going to go upstairs to get my tape upstairs with me. And I'll explain to you why we have to cancel the 250, because Mr. Bird had some complications in the backyard. Apparently, there's something growing in my yard that can basically kill me, and I have to have somebody go and look at the yard. Oh, man, this would be a time when I could go out and do anything, and now I can't. But that's life. Can't complain about it. Just broke it. say the problem we have here is that when you show off a knockoff projector on a small scale such as that, that is going to dramatically change once you pull that projector back. Once you put it in a fully lit environment, all that is going to affect the projector. I told you, do anything to make your product look good. Anything to make your product look good. Even try to make a fake projector look good. Now, I told you, those projectors don't react to dark screens at all. That's why when you see demonstrations on a lot of people that are reviewing those projectors, they will always stick with the white screen. Always. Or a white wall when you do those demonstrations. I've never seen one on a gray screen ever. And I'm pretty sure they probably did it off camera. They probably try to do it off a darker screen and it didn't go too well. Out of curiosity, I'm pretty sure they did. But they don't do well on dark screens. No kind of dark screen at all. But he's going to try to make you think that because he had his projector zoomed up and pushed into that little tiny area, that it's going to basically give you this beautiful image. No, you need to pull that projector back to the official distance where it needs to be at on official size screen, and then do that demonstration in a fully lit environment. And you need to show all the colors like we do with different colors and contrast and everything, so you can see how the projector is going to react. All right, what do we need on this side? Pretty sure this is this one, or maybe because that one mixed up, maybe for this one. There we go. Now, we'll go ahead, I'm going to push this up. And that's the best I can do right there. And then we got to bring it up a little higher there so it fits right in there. Can't be doing this. Is going on the fake page, the fraud page today. Now you see his UV mix? See how it's not picking it up? They can't pick up on dark screens at all. I got to remember. So that's why I say you got to be fair in your demonstrations. When we do our demonstrations against this product, like I did with the white screen versus the UV mix, we had white samples here, and we had this white screen here. We had, white elite screen here. 2.0 elite screen here with this product there. And we had over here, because this is its darkest product, over here on our black screen, we had an elite screen with a 0.9 gain and a Vivid Storm. And we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You got to keep it fair. You can't do dirty demonstrations like that because you'll be outed for it and you'll be posted to our website. Let me reset Alexa because she's having a moment. So let's get her reset. She's having a moment over there. And you're going to see when we load this up that the lighter screens are going to pick up the screen somewhat. It's going to be faded. It's going to be washed out. And the darker screen is not going to pick up jack. And that's what. Now, I'm also going to push the projector right up on top of the screen, and you're going to see how sharp the image is going to get. And there are people who support this? Are you kidding me? Wow, that's a shame. Sharp 4K demonstration. There you go. Look at the UV mix. products, projectors don't pick up on dark screens. This is why I say that, I'm not trying to be rude, but his intelligence level doesn't go that far out. It's basic common sense that you're trying to paint our product as the only one that does this. No, yours doesn't. Yours don't pick up on it. That's why when they do the demonstrations, they use white screens only. Another fake demonstration, chalk it up, put it on your list. Gotta stop doing these fake demonstrations. And if you're going to say that the projector works on your screen paint, you need to have it on an official size screen of a 90-inch or 100-inch or whatever, so the customer can see it fully expand out on the screen so they can see how it reacts with the lighting in the environment. And I told you it's going to do it in the dark. I told you it's going to do it in the dark. It's always doing demonstrations in the dark. You shouldn't call yourself pro, you should call yourself night owl, because you do a lot of demonstrations in the dark. And that's why I tell you, don't support these projectors. They're fake, they're knockoff. Save your money, save your time, and go out and just get an old name brand projector. You're good. See, that's what I'm saying. People who do not do honest demonstrations are people you don't do business with. Now, come on, let me show you something real quick. This is a white screen. This is our white lead screen right here. This is why they use white screens in the demonstrations, because they display better. That's why they use them. There you go, now you see. Your product would have to be super, super light in order to pick up a decent image off one of these knockoff projectors. And if that's the case, then that means your white levels are going to be tremendously too high. And if your white levels are too high, that means your color is going to wash out and your contrast levels are going to wash out. And you can't use the screen in a fully lit environment because it won't be to take any form of light, because the screen would automatically wash out. It would react like a white screen. Very quick. White screensavers. There you go. White 4K screensavers. Let's try that again. Do the trees instead. See how dull that image looks? And let's straighten this out a little better, because this is driving me freaking nuts alone by itself right there. This seems like it's driving me a little nuts. That right there is on his Metallica Mix 2.0. This is why they use white screens in all the demonstrations for these products. I don't want that white dog. White 4K screensavers. Because the lumens on these projectors are so low that they only pick up on white screens. That's why you don't see them tested on any darker screens. Not even the gray screen. It's always white wall, white screen. I I guarantee you. Let's try this again. We're going to try this one more time. White screen savers. Well, I'm telling you, boy, she has her moments. I wanted to get those white dogs. Usually, every time I turn around and do this demonstration, the white dogs pop up, but no problem. Now we got to go hunt them down. What we got to go through. Look how the reds come up. Let me show you the reds. Look how dirty the reds come up. Reds don't even pick up at all. Period. Can't even pick up at all. Nothing. This is what I'm talking about. These things are garbage. That's why you got to stay away from them. Anybody who sits there and tells you that their product works on it is faking their demonstration, which I just showed you, because he's got the projector right up on top of the screen, sitting literally right on top of the screen. And he's saying, look how the image looks. Look how the image I'm picking up. It doesn't pick up on their product, but it'll pick up on our product. So what you're saying is you support people who scam other people with these fake knockoff projectors. That's what you're doing. You're supporting these people. And not only that, keep in mind, you're not doing a fair demonstration, because this UV mix you developed, and guess what? It doesn't pick up on your UV mix, which means it doesn't pick up on any dark gray screens. And that's why in any demonstration you see with one of these projectors being reviewed, they're always done on white walls and a white screen. That's why. You don't do your homework, you don't do your research, nothing. You're, like I said, bull in a china shop. Just go in and wreck everything around you and then face the consequences later. Stop doing these fake demonstrations, and you won't end up on our website over and over again for basically committing fraud. And this is fraud because you're misleading your customers. You're making them, convincing them that all they got to do is go out and buy these cheap, dinky little projectors, and their screen's going to come up looking that good. No. Pull that projector back the official feet, show it up on a full-size screen, expand those pixels on whatever pixels they have left on that projector, and show them what it really looks like at a distance in a fully lit environment. And then put that against another name brand projector and see if it matches. Because that's what people are doing. They're buying these projectors thinking this is, well, why do I need to buy a name brand when I can just get this one right here? Do the same thing. That's what you're telling them. So go side by side with a name brand and see if they both do the same thing. You're just as worse as those people who sell these projectors. You're just as worse. Just as worse. People sell these projectors. And I feel sorry because, like I said, people buy these projectors for the first time. They don't know. They're buying a projector for the first time. And they fall into one of these traps. And this guy's over here trying to convince people to buy them. That's sad. All right, let's switch out of here real quick. And you can see how dull the image is. The image is really freaking crazy dull. Let's go over. Now you see something interesting here? Our Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, an 8-year-old product, is picking up the image better than your product. Would I use it? No. Have you seen what a Sony projector looks like? No, I wouldn't use it. Blah. It's outdated. It's an outdated product. That's why we don't make it. That's why I did the demonstration upstairs showing you the difference between what we have now versus what we used to make 8 years ago. So here we are on the beach. And look at your UV mix, which is picking up a dark image. We got another screen behind here. We got to make sure all of them are present. Let's take this one. We'll put it right here. All right. So that's the personal mix right over there. And look at the personal mix next to the Metallica mix. Don't they look alike? And there's the UV mix. Look how dark the UV mix came up on the projector. So trying to paint a picture as in saying that, hey, his product doesn't work on knockoff projectors. No, it doesn't. We've been telling people that for since last year. It doesn't work on knockoff projectors. And we don't support them because they're fake projectors. They scam a lot of people like every freaking day. Those projectors are scamming people. So no, we don't support them at all. I would rather lose the sale because I have, like I said, I got bills to make at the, I got bills to pay at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the month. So, you know, I would rather lose the sale than sell somebody something that I know that's not going to work on our product. And if I can help them redirect them to help them get a better projector that would help their viewing experience with our product, then I'll go that extra mile. I'm not going to sell them something that's not going to work. So no, CROW, we do not support these projectors at all. And as I can see, if you did the demonstration correctly, you wouldn't either because your product doesn't work on it. You gotta be honest, man. You gotta stop doing the fakes. Snatch my projector up real quick. Now, what we're going to do here, I think I unplugged my unit. I'm not sure. Let's see if we got what's going on here. There we go. Now, you see how much brighter and better the picture looks? That's because I moved the projector up. That's why. The closer the projector becomes to the screen, the brighter, more sharper, and more vivid it looks. See? But your screen still can't see it. It's too dark. And neither can these. What you should have did was you should have took your product and should have put a white screen behind the back of it. That's what you should have done. 'We're going to need to press for we're good. Now, right there, sorry. With the projector pushed all the way up, right? We got the projector pushed all the way up now. Right up on top of the screen at a short distance. There's no way in the world that you're going to have, keep in mind, this screen right here, say it's the screens in your home. Why would you have your projector sitting this close to your screen to begin with? You're going to have it back the official length on where you need to have it to fill up the screen, correct? So why is he doing a demonstration with this little tiny screen saying, look, it works on the paint? No, you have to pull that back. You have to do the official size. Because in that official size, anything can change. Pixelation can change, basically. Your resolution can change. The brightness can change. The color can change. How much light you have in the environment can change. And in doing that in the dark, man, I'm telling you, such fake demonstrations. Unbelievable that you would come on YouTube and to display something like that. You see your product here, how it's blending into, well, it's blending your product. That is an 8-year-old screen paint sitting right there. That's a Digital One crystal screen paint. That's an 8-year-old product sitting on that screen that's matching your product that's supposed to be of today's screen paint. $4K demonstrations. Now you see how much better the image looks when the projector is sitting right up on top of the screen? Looks much better, doesn't it? Just looks less, there's less dullness to it. The colors are much brighter. You know what I mean? Has a much better image. See what I mean? This is why anytime that we develop a screen paint, what do? We have it on a smaller test sample first. Do it on a smaller test sample first, and then we say, now we got to paint it on one of the official size screens downstairs, which is a 106-inch, 100-inch screen. We have the 92-inch over here. We got to paint it to an official size because now we have to pull it back to the length it needs to be at so we can see how the screen is going to react on an official size screen. And then from there, they jump to bigger screens, 150-inch screens, and we have big screens around the house that we recoat and put the screens on. We did the gunmetal. We started the gunmetal on a little small sample sheet. We went from a 92-inch. Now it's at 126-inch sitting in the window. Can't do demonstrations like that and say, hey, look, my product works because it's showing up. Well, guess what? My 8-year-old screen paint works too. It's showing the same demonstration and it's matching your personal mix over here with no problem. And it's outperforming your UV mix, which is coming up dark because the projector, quite frankly, can't see it. And then over here, your Metallica mix is coming up dark also too. But what you did in your demonstration, you chose your lightest screen paint, put it against some fake black paint, and then did the demonstration. And then you did it on a small scale, a small size, knowing that the projector was going to produce a much sharper and brighter image, and then you turned the lights out. Good. Man, dude, I swear you're like the laughing stock of this freaking industry. You are. You need to quit. And not just my dark products, but no dark products will show up on the screen. Not in your UV mix. Can't show. Because the projector can't pick it up. Now, I'm going to pull my projector back to the official size and where it's supposed to be at, because that's how the demonstration is supposed to be done. Why in the world would I be sitting here doing demonstrations with a projector this close to the screen? Gracious. Where do these ideas come from? Literally. Where do these ideas come from that you get, that you think that are going to be passable and people are going to accept the nonsense of that kind of stupidity? Now, over here, we have a Sony 1000 lumen projector, SVGA, 800 by 600 res. This is supposed to be a 4K projector. Doesn't show the specifications on it. We all know why. This is supposed to be 15,000 lumens. 15,000 lumens versus 1,000 lumens. This is why I don't like projectors. Fake specifications, real specifications. So, we'll come over here. And we'll turn on our Sony. Okay. Okay. Put on a battery pack. That's the other one. That's this one. Now the white screen you're seeing in the middle that's overshadowing that screen is the Sony projector. And I'm going to put on tropical fish and wash this screen out. See, name brand projector that cost me $75 versus a projector that cost me $130 is supposed to be 15,000 lumens. White screensavers. Can't even see me moving that one. You see picture slides in the back, but technically you can't really see it there, can you? Because the Sony's overshadowing the screen because it's showing you Sony is a real projector. It is producing 8,000 lumens as it should. Sony. Here we go. Now we got the 1,000 lumen projector on. As I said before, no dark screen can pick up. No fake projector can pick up on a dark screen. Now you saw me turn the Sony on. You see a difference between a Sony projector that was manufactured and actually was discontinued in 1999 compared to that projector I bought last year, which is supposed to be a 2020 model. See the difference? That's why I just don't bother with the bells and whistles and all the hype that these fake projectors are supposed to tell you that they can do. They can't do any of that at all, period, whatsoever. Even the lens on it is plastic. The lens on the Sony is glass. These projectors are garbage. And this is how they come up. And if someone's going to sit there and tell you right from the door that, hey, look, my screen can pick up on these projectors and you're going to get an amazing image. No, those projectors do not pick up on dark surfaces, period. Whether it be your screen paint, my screen paint, or somebody else's screen paint, they don't pick up at all. That's why in any demonstration you see someone doing a review against these particular projectors, the surface is either white wall or white screen because they pick up better. And like I said, the fact you're trying to make it some new revolution or whatever revelations that bad bottom line is our screens don't pick up on fake projectors. We tell people this all the time. Don't buy the screen paint if you have a fake projector. It will not pick up. Big deal. But then they say, oh, mine can. No, yours can't. Yours can't. Especially what you already have in the projector sitting that close to the screen. That's why the image is so sharp and so vivid. UV mix doesn't pick up at all. J&K 4K demonstration. All right, let's do this simply. Or wrong remote control. Let's go with now we got the projector back, the distance we have it at. We have it in a fully lit environment, what you should be seeing, because when you use this projector, either you're going to use this in the dark or you use this in a fully lit environment. Most people don't want to be stuck in an all dark environment all the time. Every time they turn on their projector, you got to be stuck in a dark environment. You don't want that. So we should have did the demonstration with the lights on. We all know the screens are going to perform well with the lights off because there's less ambient light for it to deal with. So you should be doing a demonstration with the lights on. And your screen should be an official size not that little piece of board or whatever you have painted for your demonstration. And you should have displayed all your products at the same time, showing the difference on how the projector is going to react to the different screens that you sell. But you didn't do that either. If you did that correctly, you would have noticed that your UV mix can't pick up on the projector because the projectors don't pick up on any form of dark screen. But nope, you thought it'd be a good idea to do a demonstration of, let's put this black product that, mind you, and keep in mind, when you painted that surface, you still haven't presented a label. It was too late now. You should do the unlabel in unboxing. Never showed the label in the unboxing. Never showed the shipping box. Even when you poured the paint twice on the screen, you never showed the label one time. So that could be anything in that container. So that's fake demonstration on top of that. Then the fact we're able to go in and do a side-by-side demonstration live with your recorded video, another fake demonstration. This demonstration, another fake demonstration. Misleading your customers to believe that your product is going to pull up a beautiful image on a knockoff projector, and your projector is not even sitting at the distance it should at, and you're not projecting it on the size screen you should, because you would have noticed that if you pulled it back, the image would have changed by a great deal. And if you had it in a fully lit environment, which means all your customers are not going to sit in the dark, some are going to have the lights on. So if that's the case, how is the screen going to react in a fully lit environment? And if you had the UV mix, you would notice it can't see. Let's let the birds play. We'll let the birds play. Hit the birds on this side? No, I don't think I hit the birds on that side. We went back. Let's hit this one right here. This is a light one right here. And if you notice, even with the fake black paint, he didn't do one contrast demonstration. I told you, they will stick to videos that they know that have very little contrast in the screen, so their screen can produce a better image. Call it, see it a mile away. And then on top of that, the product he has is 8 years old. Yep, you faked that demonstration, buddy. And that's a shame. Because you're going to have people going out there buying your product, going out buying these fake projectors, supporting these people that scam other people. You're supporting scammers. Talking about you don't do business with scammers. I think you sent me an email like that one time when we tried to basically buy your paint, and you said that I'm not going to buy your product. I can't buy your product because you don't do business with scammers. Well, guess what? When you tell people to go out and buy these fake knockoff projectors, you support scammers. When you don't do your demonstrations correctly, you commit fraud. Now, the only paint that's matching is the personal mix. And that's matching our 8-year-old screen paint. I don't know what's worse. The fact that the UV mix is coming up dark, you can't see it. The other screen paint we have over here, which is the Metallica mix, is coming up dark against the white screen. You can barely see that. The white screen is showing a much better image. And then the paint that is going side by side to the white screen is our Digital One Crystal screen paint. And then some people would say, well, this product is matching your Digital One. I wouldn't celebrate that one. I really wouldn't, because the Digital One is an 8-year screen paint. So that means we made that product 8 years ago. So this is supposed to be today's technology. Why is it matching an 8-year screen paint? And it doesn't match anything we have here in the house. Well, people, you get what you pay for. That's what you get. Let's do this one right here. What you pay for? hide anything from our customers. That's why I can do a demonstration. I can tell you right now, mark my words right now. I can back it up tonight. I'll do a demonstration. I'll walk through my entire house downstairs with all my lights on, and I'll display a Starfield demonstration here and a Starfield demonstration here in a fully lit environment. Done it already, over and over and over again, but I'll display it again. I'll walk through this house from here to here. I can do that in a fully lit environment because our technology works, because we test it. Can't do that. And your projector costs far more than mine. Got a $59 projector here and $150 over there. Got XGA and SVGA over there. And I can still pick up a better image in your product because our product works. We test it. We don't cut corners. We do everything by the book. When we do everything by the book and you don't cut corners, you don't do cheap little demonstrations, which you just did, misleading your customers, because you're going to have a customer go out there and he's going to buy your product. He's going to buy that dinky projector that you supported, told him to go buy. Because we support those projectors. You know, get back and pull that projector back to that official distance, and that screen's going to come up looking really bad. Then he's going to be contacting you about why his image looks that way, and you're going to say, well, I never said my technology was ambient light projection. And he's going to call us, and we're going to say, we can't help you because we don't support those projectors because they're knockoff and they're scams. But what I can do is I can direct you to an eBay merchant where you can get a nice projector with our product, and you can get something that works. See the difference between me and you? I don't support these things. I never will. I mean, if we made a product that would work with them, like I said, don't support them. They're scam artists. Cheat people out of their money and selling fake dreams on something that's not going to even work.
Grammarly is your personal writing assistant for clear emails, confident messages.
How is that 15,000 lumens? How? I didn't even go in and put a charge back on it because I knew what I was getting myself in when I bought it. I can't put a charge back. I knew what I was buying. Think about the person who don't. All right, so next demonstration, people, we're going to take the fake knockout projector. We're going to go outside with it. We're going to do the Sony VPL FH. Well, no, sorry, the FH30. That's too powerful. Because, mind you, this projector is supposed to be 15,000 lumens. Should I take my Sony VPL FH30 up there? It's only 4,300 lumens versus a 15,000 lumen. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so we're going to do three of them. We'll do the knockoff projector. We'll do the Sony CS4. And we'll take the 4,300 lumen projector and see if the knockoff projector at 13 feet back can produce an image on the Nova Black outside. To see if these projectors are good for using them for outdoor use. And to show you why it's a bad idea to buy these things to begin with. They're crappy inside the house. They're going to be definitely crappy outside the house. Probably much worse than that. You probably won't even see the screen. I'm probably going to have to take a white sheet of paper and literally stick it up on the screen so you can see the projector. That's going to be sad if I have to do that. But I'm telling you this for the simple fact that I'm trying to save you from basically going down a road of what the freak did I just buy. Look at this. We're going to do this again. I'm going to show you something. We can get it unhooked from everything that's here. You got to hook around everything down here. How? Don't know. All right, we got to get it on that leg. There we go. So here's the 15,000. Put that up on the ceiling. Do you see anything up there? That's our black screen paint. You see anything? See how faded that looks? That is not supposed to look like that.
Open your world to nature with Birdseed's toothpaste. Good for your smile, good for the world.
Gatorade Zero, all the electrolytes, zero sugar. Get more out of zero.
Let's show you something here. Now, see how the image looks here? We'll put it over here, right? Watch me move the projector in. As I move the projector in, the image is going to get sharper and brighter. So let's adjust it. We can adjust it. So that's as far as we can go on the adjustment. So you can see right there where my hand is at. That's as far as we can go on the adjustment. Right here. If we pull it back, the image is going to start deteriorating. See that? And somebody say, but that looks good. No, that's crap. That's absolute shit. I'm sorry, but that's sheer crap. That's crap. I'm sorry, but that's crap. Now, see the difference between the white and the top? See how it picks up a much better image on the white surface versus the black surface. All right? Okay, now we'll fire up the Sony. It's gonna be a little bit crooked over here, but definitely bring it over straighten out a little better. There we go. That's much better. All right, once you stare at that, let me grab my remote control for my Sony. 4K Fish YouTube. I guarantee it picked out what they wanted to pick out. Okay. Now, you see how bright that is? Look, see how it's hitting the wall? Part of it's hitting the wall, part of it's hitting our screen. You see our screen is pulling that image up nice and bright, considered to the side of that wall. That's how high the white levels are in the technology. That's why the screen, that UV mix, couldn't go toe to toe with a Signature 17. Signature 17 crushed the UV mix. Look at that. Look how much of a difference our technology advances when a 1,000 lumen projector hits a white wall. Just a corner of that screen. And look how it washes out. At the same time, it's washing out the knockoff projector. This is why we tell you, buy a name brand. $75, 1,000 lumens, 130, 15,000 lumens. 720p, 4K. This one's supposed to be 4K. So look at that right there. You're watching our technology advance and improve an outdated 1999 projector, and yet the knockoff projector doesn't work on our screen at all. It comes up too dark because the lumens are fake. But yet, on our technology here, it's actually producing a better image than the white wall. See? Those are the kind of demonstrations you have to do that put you on the map when it comes to your technology. Now let's just overshadow the screen if we want. There we go. Make a 15,000 lumen projector disappear. We're just using only 1,000 lumens. Screen washes out there, comes to life here. Washes out here, comes to life here. Put it over there, disappears. Put it back on the screen, it comes back to life. Our white levels on a Signature 17 and Nova are higher than your screen, and I'll tell you why. Due to the fact that your screen UV mix cannot pull white level. And if it can't be seen on one of these projectors, it definitely can't be seen on a knockoff. Over top of the screen, we have on our old screen paint. That right there is a 12 right there. There's a 12 sitting right up there on top of the screen. Going back to the 17. And overshadow the other screen like it doesn't even exist. Now go back down to the white wall and become faded. So you have to know how to make good technology. And you gotta stop cutting corners. Let's change our screen to something else. Let's put in the tropical fish. Do 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 do. And just blind out the whole screen just using the color. See how the color washes out? How it performs on our technology. Washes out on the white wall. Do, 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 do. That's why you don't support them. That's why, people. When you do a demonstration, you're supposed to do it right. Not fake your demonstrations. All right, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Again, showing you exactly why you got to be careful when people tell you that, give you fake information. When they tell you that those knockoff cheap projectors are going to give you an amazing image, that is a lie. That is the biggest lie I could ever tell you. They don't work on the darker screens at all. They can't pick up on them at all, period. As you can see, it's not picking up on my screen at all, but yet my 720p projector is picking up perfectly. And not only is it picking up perfectly, but for a screen that's supposed to come up so dark as he was supposed to portray in that video demonstration, our dark products come up so dark. Well, if that was the case, it would be darker. So here we are outperforming the fake projector and the technology and outperforming the white wall. All right, we're done here. Because anything else would be beating the dead horse to death. As I said before, stop doing fake demonstrations. Stop misleading your customers. Stop doing that. Because, like I said, knockoff projectors are scam projectors. You can buy them, and I've talked to customers, so many customers who have purchased those projectors, thought they were really getting a good piece of equipment, and they got scammed. And some of them had it for a while. Some maybe to do a chargeback and get their money back for it, you know what I mean? And then you got some of the ones who paid some serious money, $400, $500 for a projector. It turned out to be absolute crap. You know, anything some people will do anything at any corner to sell you their products. So let me explain something to Mr. Fernando. Stop scamming your customers. Do your demonstrations correctly. Keep in mind, you know, these projectors, so you learned today, these projectors do not pick up on any form of dark screen whatsoever. Whether it be our technology, whether it be your paint, or anybody else's paint, they only see their best image on a white screen. And that's why anytime you watch a review, if you did your homework, if you did your research, you would have noticed they never use gray screens in those demonstrations. And I wouldn't want to basically stand behind one of these projectors in my company at the same time. Like I said, we got contacted by Valva way back, and they wanted us to design a screen to make the projector look good in the showroom. And I asked them to send me over the projector, and they wouldn't do it because they knew darn well I was going to take that projector, I was going to test it out, and I was going to run it through the grinder. I'm not going to sit there and take a sweet check from you so I can lie about something to make people believe that it's something that it's not. No, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So like I said, they didn't like it. They didn't want to do it. So I said, hey, well, here's the deal. Any of your customers come to us complaining about this projector and how we can help them out, we're not helping them out because we don't support them. So later on, when they finally launched the projector, I got a buttload of their customers that were popping over telling us that their colors weren't popping up correctly, that the projector was too dim, they couldn't use it with the lights on, all this other nonsense they were having could we help them out? And I said, no, we can't. We don't support them. They don't work. And we have pictures of customers who bought, did not pay attention to the guidelines and restrictions we have on the website about these projectors and bought the paint anyway and sent us back pictures, and the images came up dark. We had those on the website. You can look at them right there. Yeah, I think you have to go over to the end of our menu at the top, and you'll see something that says more. Click on that, and you'll see something that pops up and says fake projectors, and you'll get a chance to see the demonstrations that we have on display of us testing these projectors out. And also too, you get a chance to see some of the customers who have posted pictures of having $3,100 projectors. They don't pick up on any dark screens. See, that's what I find a blessing, because even though this individual tricked us and sent us this product, sent us this UV mix, because we requested a product from him and he called us something smart, and he sent us a UV mix instead, we can use that now. See, it still gets used against you, because now, you know, we didn't have it. There's no way in the world we would be able to prove that your darker screen paints can't see off a fake projector. But now, since we have it here, we can show that your product, UP doesn't pick up on those fake projectors at all. Let's go back here a minute here. Yeah, just sad that this individual, you know, they said, and at that ridicules our videos why it's in the dark. But they're fun. Another thing that's very funny, you know, this one right here, I can't wait. This is where he did a video saying that he got a letter from our lawyers. I can't wait for that one. We recorded and dubbed that video because we're going to play it back. We're going to use it in one of our one of his lives that he constantly tells. He doesn't actually understand how things work in the real world of drafts and contracts and stuff like that, rough drafts and stuff like that. He doesn't understand that yet. But when we get our copy, we'll display it and we'll play it alongside that video. And I'm curious, since he did get the letter, who are the attorneys? Tell me who the attorneys are. If you know, basically, you got the letter. Tell us the name of the attorneys. That I would like to know up front. So next video you do, please explain who the attorneys are that we hired. Since you already received a letter on something that we haven't even got a draft on yet. We've been going through on this last couple of days, adding some things into that particular document before we held off. And I guarantee you, once you do get that document, you're not going to come online with it and start running your mouth. It's not going to be the fake letter you have. That's going to be the real deal. And feel free to call the number at the bottom and talk to them personally, or they'll contact you. So that's what's that. I don't know where he gets these ideas from. I literally think he just sits in bed and he just pops up and says, I got a perfect idea. People will believe me on this. No, man, no one believes you at all, period. And you do so many fake demonstrations a day, it's not even funny. And we're able to out all your fake demonstrations and display them on YouTube, on our website, on exactly what you do. And like I said, be warned of this guy. This guy does some really shiesty stuff. I would not buy product from him. No, your product does not pick up that for the sample sheet that you're displaying here is too small to show an impact on that projector. It's too small. It's supposed to be an official size. And keep in mind, your UV mix didn't even pick up. Your Metallica mix didn't pick up. The only product that picked up was the personal mix, and so did our digital and crystal screen paint. And that matched an 8-year-old screen paint, which shows that your product is outdated. We have been making it way before you, which means technically you're making my product when you think about it. But I wouldn't want to put claim to that either. But then again, that's why it's outdated. We don't make it anymore. That's the reason why. So you should have all your screen paints lined up here, including the UV mix, to see how it's going to react. Because if you're claiming your paints with an S, or your mixes with an S, work on fake projectors, then you should have all your products up there, not just one when you do that. And like I said, you should have painted a full-size screen, because When you saw me take the projector and push it up on the screen, the image became sharper and brighter and more vivid. When I started to pull away, the picture started to deteriorate. That's another problem with the fake projector. They claim to be able to do massive screen sizes, but the minute you pull them away, they deteriorate like crazy because their pixel count is so freaking low. So you're just going to have people going out and just buying any of these fake projectors, supporting these companies so they continue to make these fake projectors and continue to scam other people. You're a scammer. These companies are scammers. You all work together. That's what it is. And you are working together. You don't have to have a contract to work together. The fact that you're advertising and telling people to buy these things, you're working with them. You're helping them grow, and you're helping them continue to scam people. The Digital One Crystal Screen Paint pulled that image up. But the white screen came out better. Came out way better. Oh, commercial. Get her out of the way. And I told you, I called it. When I did the first demonstration, I called it. I said, I bet you he does that demonstration in the dark. I told you. Take that projector, pull it back the distance throw that has to be at for a 100-inch, 90 to 100-inch screen. Do it in a fully lit environment and put all your products up there, and don't show just one demonstration, colorful demonstration, which you like to do. That's your signature. Show different, how it's going to reflect the red and blue in different colors, how it's going to reflect the contrast levels and white levels. Show everything. And then again, like I said, I don't understand, how would this bother us? Say he, I said again, say he has our product. Say he has our screen paint, right? Which he never showed the label, so we don't know what he has. But say he has our product. Why would we care? We don't support them. We don't support them because they scam people. They take money from people. They have fake specifications. We don't support them. So why would we care? It's on the website, posted all over our website. We don't support knockoff projectors. It's in videos. We don't support knockoff projectors, so why would I care? I feel that anyone who does support them basically is a person that should not be trusted because you're supporting scammers. Can't believe 80 bucks for a little projector like a cell phone, and that was supposed to be 7,000 lumens at 4K, but at the bottom it comes in not even at 1080p, at 720p. Wow. I would love to one day be able to walk into one of these facilities of these companies that make these fake knockoff projectors. I'd like to go in there with a sledgehammer. Trash, absolute trash. If you're telling people that your screen looks that good on the knockoff, no, put it on the official side and bring it back, put the lights on. That's what you need to do. And then put all your products up there. But your screen's not coming off like that because it's sitting too close to the screen. I wonder if he has a measure over his, no measuring tape, nothing at all, period, showing how close he's sitting to that screen. Judging by the size of the screen, must be no more than probably about a couple of feet from it. And he's not far. Didn't show any contrast levels, nothing. So we're going to be doing a demonstration outside today. And as you know how I do demonstrations, I'm very thorough and by the book. And no CROW, your UV mix, like I said, no dark screen's going to pull up on there at all, period. Like I said, our Digital One Crystal Screen Paint was able to produce that image. But it wasn't a good image, but I was able to produce the image with no problem. And so did your personal mix right next to our 8-year-old screen paint, which shows that paint's outdated. Anything that lays against a Digital One is outdated. It's 8 years old. So we know that from the door. And your UV mix couldn't pick up the image at all. Never shows, look at that. Really never shows where the projector is positioning. Where is your projector positioning at? How close? You're not showing the position of your projector. Let's start this off at the very beginning. See if we can get a positioning on where his projector sits. It's close because as you can see the board here and here, it's close. But where is the projector positioning? So as we're trying to wait for his projector to pop up, or his position, of course he did it in his bedroom. There's no windows in his bedroom at all. If they are, they're shut. Everyone's dark. Yep, that's in the bedroom. So he has it in a dark environment. There's no light coming in, nothing. You don't see any light in the environment, nothing making contact with the screen whatsoever. That's sad. How do people do demonstrations like that? Nothing's coming up. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let's back up a little bit. Oh, you guys are popping up. He's going to show where his projector's sitting. That's how close the projector was sitting to the screen. Right up on top of it. I told you he was sitting on top of it. He was sitting right up on top of the screen. That's how close. Right up on top of the screen. Oh, my goodness, man. Dude, that's sad. That's not even a demonstration at all, period. That projector is at least supposed to be 11 feet back. At least 11 feet back. No one in their right mind is going to set up a projection screen like that in their environment. You tell me how many people are going to sit there and put a projector on their bed and have it that close on a screen that small. And that's supposed to be your demonstration right there. You're supposed to have it at an official size screen, and it's supposed to be at 11 feet distance. That's where you're supposed to be at in a fully lit environment. Good Christ, it's so fake. My goodness. That's why. All right, people. That's what he does. Fake demonstrations all day long. Fake demonstrations all day long. Now, I'll show you how it's done. See right here? These are demonstrations I've done on fake projectors to my customers why you don't buy them. Buying them, testing everything out, showing you why you don't support these projectors, why they're garbage. Showing you the distance throw and where these projectors sit at. There you go. This is how far your projector, and I'll put the link to all my tests that I have done. You'll notice that the projectors will sit a distance from the screen at the same length of the projector. Because you can't have the projector sitting right up on top of the screen, because number one, it's going to basically give you a sharper and brighter image, and that means you're cheating. You have to pull it away from the screen. That's what you have to do, because these projectors have very poor pixel capabilities and very poor lumens. So you have to make sure you have it at a distance. You're cheating if you put it up too close, like I said, from the door. So right here, we have the fake knockoff projector, and over here we have the, I think it's the 720p ViewSonic. Yeah, our name brand projectors show up on black screens. So why in the world would I support a company that scams people? And that's why I understand freaking YouTube, people on YouTube who basically advertise these projectors as being fantastic, low budget projectors. They are garbage. . See, you can never do demonstrations like that. Never. And this is old technology. You could never do demonstrations on that level. Never. My screen's sit in fully lit environments. And you are faking demonstrations on a bed in your bedroom with a little portable projector knockoff sitting too close to the screen. Lights on. See my screen sitting there in a fully lit environment? All that window light hitting the screen with no problem. Condensed light hitting the screen. See, you don't know how to do demonstrations right. And you never will not do them right because you're Captain Corner Cutter. You cut corners. You cut corners every chance you get. That's why that name fits you perfectly. Captain Corner Cutter. Every chance you get, you will cut a corner as fast as you can. See my demonstrations right here? Downstairs in the basement. 4,000 projector versus another cheap knockoff projector. It's interesting that our black screens pull up on all these different forms of projectors with no problem in fully lit environments. I couldn't care less about supporting a fake projector for what scam artists. And then you have the reviews that they do on these little projectors. And I've had that projector. That projector is garbage. So badly it's garbage. I don't even know what happened to that projector. Here it says scammed by Facebook ad, fake Optima projector. Well, at least he's telling the truth. All right, got to give that man hats off. These projectors are scams. I remember there's a guy who came on freaking he came on, at least he's talking about the projector being a scam. This projector guy came on his former site we were on for theater systems, and he bought a projector that looks so close to the new BenQ 4K. Oh my God, we could have passed easily for that projector. It looked so close to it. Like it was the same size, everything. Oh man, they're getting better and better and better. And I kept looking at it like, what the frick is wrong? Like something's missing. And then you notice that there's a logo on the side that was missing off the projector, but it looked just like it. Yep. We tested that projector. Now you got people coming up and saying, don't fall for it, don't fall for it. Mini projectors scam. Yeah, they scams. All those knockoff projectors are scams. Before people were supporting them, we came on there, we're talking from the door, they scams, they're garbage, they're trash, don't buy them, this, that, and the other. Started doing demonstrations against them. Yeah, now people are coming on and saying, yeah, don't trust them, they're scams. They're scam projectors. And he's on here talking about we support knockoffs. Yeah, you scam, you support scams. There's the other projector right here. We tested this one against a 3200 lumen, and this was a name brand scam projector. Recognize the name behind that one right there? Stay away from them. Another scam projector, claiming to be 3200 lumens, full 1080p. I gave that projector away to one of my young ones because, you know, it's a good kick around projector if you are going to be using it for your kids and stuff like that, because there's no heat to it. They can't get burnt off of it. There's nothing coming out of it. And if they jack it up, you didn't pay anything for it anyway, so you know, hey, that's the only thing they're good for. But To make it, excuse me, as your main projector, no. I wouldn't use it as my main projector. They're trash. You see that right there? See that projector? See how that's coming up? Let me widen this a little bit so you can see this. We tested that projector right there. You see how it's picking up on the white screen, but it's not picking up too good because we're in a fully lit environment. There's a lot of light in the environment. And see how the black screen is picking up with no problem in a fully lit environment? They even wash out when the lights come on because there's not enough lumens in that projector. Now it's supposed to be 3200 lumens, and that was supposed to be full 1080p. And this is why we get calls from so many people who ask for, when they have these projectors, the first thing they'll say is, hey, look, this is right here in downstairs in my workshop. Right in my workshop. People will sit there and say, hey, look, I got this projector. The image is not coming up correctly. It's bland. It's washed out. Can you do something to help me out so I can use this in a fully lit environment? And they'll tell me the name of the projector. And I'll be like, hey, buddy, I can't even help you. That thing's not even going to show up on our screen. You know, but I can direct you to a merchant where you can get a good projector for a good price. And yeah, it'll work on the product with no problem. See? And this is one I had downstairs. This is my workshop downstairs. This is where I work at. I'm sure I'm not going to be making paint upstairs in my freaking living room. Why would I do that? Got a big workshop. That's a blessing from the Lord right there. Yeah, that's why you don't buy them. And on top of that, he's pulling a scam by doing that demonstration on that little tiny screen with that projector sitting that close, trying to fool you that that image is going to look that good. That's a lie. That's a lie. Should have pulled that projector back and did it on an official size screen and showed people what they were really going to get, what they're really going to get. See, now people are out of these things right here. Somebody else saying why knockoff projectors are a complete headache. Somebody got one of those Java projectors. See, last time I checked in here, there were a bunch of people in here basically talking about buying these projectors. Now people are coming to talk about, no, that projector's a fake. Don't buy it. They're garbage. All right, people, I got to get out of here. Got to relax for a little bit today. And we still have the demonstration to do outside. We're going to do the demonstration outside. We're going to tell you why you don't use these knockoff projectors, especially outside. Please do not buy these things for outside because people will get them and think, oh, they got 7,000 lumens, they got 8,000 lumens. This thing is going to look incredible outside, not knowing that this thing is a complete fake. Don't buy it. Don't go near it. Don't touch it. And like I said, people that are trying to trick you into buying these projectors to buy their products, don't bother with them at all, period. Like I said, I'm really disgusted at that video he did because, like I said, doing it on that small little scale screen with that projector sitting that close, of course, you're going to get an image that pops up when the projector is sitting there. I mean, you don't even have it on the official size. You got it sitting on your bed. You got the whatever sheets, screens you're supposed to have behind the foot of your bed. And then on top of that, you know, keep in mind that he's trying to, if you're trying to suggest that, you know, our screens don't pick up on it, we've been telling people that for years, we're not going to hide anything from you. No, the product doesn't work on it. We don't support them. We can't sell you the screen paint. If you have a knockoff projector, I can help you find a better one. That's how I do business. But I'm not going to sell you something that's not going to work with our product. That's all to it. You know, I have denied orders on that. Like I said, we can't support it. But, you know, and then on top of that, as I said before, no dark screen's going to pick up on it. Even his UV mix couldn't pick up on it. His Metallica mix didn't pick up on it too well. And then the only mix that did pick up on it was the personal mix. And again, like I said, it matched an 8-year screen paint product. So that shows you how old that stuff is. So there you go, people. I got to go. Thank you all for your time, and just be careful. This is going on our page right now for our fraud page. Thank you all, and God bless.